Morning.
Good morning. Thank you for those emails. Today was a heavy day. I'll be getting back and working my way through those. So thank you so much. And Jim, Coach Jim, everybody, Manny, this is Coach Jim. And leaning my
Morning.
and Rich, that's Coach Jim up there, at least in my top left corner of the Hollywood Squares.
Morning.
Welcome, everybody. Is there a hot topic on somebody's mind you'd like to discuss, work around, collaborate around? Over. Objection handling, presentations, calling, buyer consultations, buyer objections, seller objections, strategies.
All of the above.
Okay. Put it all on black. Okay. Go to the casino, put it all on black. Okay. Is there topics?
I find
Okay.
everything that we go over valuable. So any topic is good for me.
Okay. Um, I have something we covered this weekend, Rich, and thanks for coming to the prospecting session, telephone skills over the weekend. And just a reminder for everyone here, when we are contacting our individuals, either by phone, let's put it this way, even through a text, even through an email, okay? We are interrupting people. We are interrupting our customers. Every time I send you an email or I give you a call or I send you a text message that wasn't planned or scheduled, guess what? I'm interrupting you. All right. So I could call my mom right now, which I'm not, and she's going to be eating a grapefruit, maybe with some yogurt, watching the news. And if that call is not planned, I will interrupt her. It's what it is. And so don't think of, oh, I don't know if I can call this person, okay, because I don't know if it's the right time. You know, the wrong time to make that call is the time you don't make it. And so we are constantly being interrupted, and it's okay. It's absolutely okay. So just keep in mind that you are being bombarded by interruptions all throughout your day. I can tell you what, it's very challenging to watch a TV show without a commercial interruption. Okay. Of course, you can do that with DVR and other things, but for the most part, we're constantly being interrupted all day long. You drive down the street, red light, interruption. I got to stop and slow down. Okay. Train, we're constantly. So, what my point is, it's okay. Don't feel like you are intruding on somebody's time. If they were so busy, they wouldn't pick up the darn phone. They wouldn't reply to a text message, or they could obviously skip an email too and ignore it if they're too busy. So that don't allow any of that to interrupt the flow and what it is you do. So if you are going to be so inclined to interrupt somebody's day to ask them to do something that will help them, okay, that's a strong order. Okay, that's a strong order. What I'm asking us to do, me included, is to call somebody to interrupt them, to help them put something in their lives that will benefit them. My gosh, I would never suggest you interrupt somebody to help them. I'm being, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So as you go through this, if you're going to decide to, and you do, interrupt people throughout your day, and you are going to have a controlled time to do it, time blocking, okay, for the purpose to increase your productivity, to the profitability, because we all have to make a phone call. I don't care if it's, I'm only a referral broker, I'm just a prospector, I just call Fizbos. I just call, I don't care. You're calling somebody on the phone, okay? You will be making a phone call. Very rarely is there a time when you ever say, "Oh, I listed this whole thing virtually." That's going to happen, but that's not that's an outlier. We don't have to talk about the time. Well, I never made a phone call on this one and I listed it. Well, okay. Are you doing that a lot? Are you doing that 3 or 4 times a month? Probably not. Okay. So in other words, we have to use this as a cash register.
Panning for gold.
So just relax your mind and understand that yes, you are interrupting people by making the phone calls, and you as well are also being interrupted by these calls as well. You can choose to pick it up or not pick it up at any point in time. So segment of your day to be productive and profitable, and making phone calls, text messages, or whatever that you're going to be sending out, don't waste their time with a long first call. Okay. So try to get right, try to get right to the point. If you have their name in front of you and you know who you're calling, use it. In the book that's right above over here, okay, on page 134, okay, you'll find. And if you don't have this book, buy it. If you don't like to read, buy it and then listen to it, okay? Fanatical Prospecting, okay? I know that's a dangerous word to use in sales, prospecting, because you mean that means work? Yeah, you're prospecting every single day. You just call it whatever you want to call it, but you're prospecting. So once you get in touch with somebody, you know who you're calling. First of all, you know who your audience is. And if you don't know who your audience is, that's probably a time where you probably shouldn't pick up the phone. If you're calling your past clients, if you're calling asking for referrals, if you're calling for sell by owners, if you're calling canceled listings, if you're calling just around a geo farm, if you're calling for whatever purpose, understand your purpose of the phone call. And if you have their name, use it immediately, because we all know that is the favorite word in our language is our name. Isn't that right, Marilee? See, she loves it. Okay, if Marilee loves it, everyone loves it, And so use their name. It catches their attention. Okay. After you use their name, introduce who you are. Okay. You may want to skip this if you're like, well, Todd, I just work referrals. Okay, well, great. They probably know who you are. They have your name plugged into their phone. They know who it is. But you still may want to just quickly introduce yourself. After you introduce yourself, let them know why you're calling. This is the shocking part to most salespeople. Oh, by the way, we're in the profession of sales, by the way. If you didn't know this, okay, you are salespeople. Call yourself a counselor, call yourself an educator, call yourself a consultant, whatever the case may be, you are in sales. Sales is education. Sales is consulting. Sales is coaching. Sales is that. A teacher sells education every day. A doctor sells the prescription and how to live a good and healthy life. So we're always in the process of influencing and inspiring somebody to do something. So that is a sales. It's a transference of energy. So when you get somebody on the phone, use their name, introduce yourself, let them know what you want immediately. Since you're a salesperson, and I guess they're going to, by this point in time, know that you're a salesperson. You're not going to surprise them when you say, hi, Jim, this is Hi, Jim. This is Todd Fallman with Realty One Group Orca. I know they're not thinking this guy's calling me about the car wash. No. Hi, this is Todd. Hi, Jim. This is Todd with Realty One Group Orca. Okay, he knows I'm a salesperson. He knows I'm a realtor. He knows I'm a real estate broker, an agent. Okay, he knows that. And so I'm not going to disappoint him. And I'm not going to try to trick him with some tricky language because, hey, I've already interrupted him. He may be doing something else this was not a planned or scheduled phone call, so I know I've interrupted him. He by now has figured out that I'm a salesperson, so I don't want to disappoint. I'm going to let him know what I'm calling for. Okay? And after I let him know what I'm calling for, I'm going to give him some juicy reasons why he should comply. And then I'm going to ask him for an appointment. And if he doesn't take the appointment or whatever the course of that or whatever the purpose of that call was, okay, for whatever the purpose of that call was, then I can reschedule that and take the next step. So not every call is designed for an appointment. Some calls are designed for simply follow-up. Some calls are designed to touch bases. Some calls are designed for strategy and planning. So understand your audience, know who you're calling, understand the purpose of the call, and have some sort of direction that you want to lead it towards. It's very, very simple. Online incoming leads, outgoing leads, lead follow-up, there's only just a few things that are going to happen. One, you're going to get the appointment. And isn't that the ultimate reason why you're initially calling or setting a follow-up call? Second thing will happen is that you'll set a follow-up call with them at some future date, maybe send them some information. You're going to take the next step down the line, whatever that may be, given that prospect. Third?
Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
So the worst thing is we all fear they're going to tell us to never call them again and leave me alone, right?
Hey,
so
wouldn't that be great?
Next, off my list, right? Done. Move on to the next person. At least you know. Instead of having them on your list wondering what you should be doing, they're gone.
Or if they say never call again, what I'm thinking is that's a 24-hour expiration date. So I won't call you within the next 24 hours, but I will call you again. That request expires in 24 hours.
I've been blocked a few times.
We tell people who don't, who consistently don't pick up the phone, we tell them we will be calling you back unless we hear from you.
Yeah.
We want to know, so just so you know, we'll keep trying.
Okay. Leaving messages.
Mm-hmm.
Depending upon what you are doing in your prospecting and how you're doing it and the audience you're calling, Mary Lee brings up a great topic: leaving messages. When do you want to leave a message? How do you leave the message? And when is ultimately are they effective? Typically, leaving messages are not effective on a voice message. And so this is just general terms. You're going to have a story. Well, it didn't work that time. Okay, so I'm just speaking in real general terms. Try not to leave a message if it's your first outreach. If you are in the process of prospecting for new customers and you're in the habit of leaving messages every single time, you are not going to be efficient and you are not going to be that effective, because no one really listens to a full voice message. Once they determine it's a salesperson, click. Okay. Now, if it is a past customer or if it is somebody you're currently working with and you're down the sales funnel, you're down the sales pipeline 2 or 3 steps, that might be a different story. I typically don't like to leave messages because I typically don't like to take my time to listen to long messages. If you do leave a message, short and brief, less than 12 seconds. Short, brief, less than 12 seconds. Introduce who you are, what you're talking about, and a time that you can call them back. Short, brief, because no one's going to listen to, generally, if you're listening to a message for more than 12 seconds, I'm sure they're checked out unless it's super important. Otherwise, I won't leave a message and I'll send a text message saying, call me when you have it, when it's convenient. Mm-hmm. They're going to check a text message and read a text message more than they're going to be, I can't wait to listen to that long voice message from a salesperson from a phone number I don't recognize. Yes. Okay. Doesn't necessarily work. And so if you are prospecting, don't leave messages. Okay. If you're doing lead follow-up, perhaps leave some messages and a text message. Just be aware of what process you're in the sales pipeline. Okay. So I'm going to go through a short and quick script. Okay. Jose, you ready?
Sure.
Okay. So pick an audience. Who do you want to be?
Yeah, let's do expired.
Expired.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we're not going to go into the whole expired script. What we're talking about is the introduction.
Okay.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Jose.
Yeah, this is Jose. Are you an agent?
Hi, Jose. This is Todd Fallman with Realty One Group Orca. And I was calling to see if we can set up an appointment this week, perhaps Tuesday or Thursday at 4:00, because what I have available for you has been proven over time to get properties sold that other agents weren't able to sell through a process of what I call covering up bad tattoos. When would be a good time, again, later on this week, to show you how we can get your property successfully listed and sold, unlike your previous broker?
I'm interviewing agents Saturday.
Okay, so that was probably less than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Less than 15 seconds. And did you hear what I did? I ignored everything he said. He tried to interrupt me 3 or 4 times. I didn't care. I knew exactly who I was calling. I knew his name. I didn't go into some long-winded thing, and if it needed to be handled more directly, I'm going to try to get in and out with the appointment because that's what I want. And I interrupted him, and he doesn't need to have me on the phone for 3 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you're another agent. Oh, I've been a ton of agents. I'm like, yep. Let's get what you have, your problem fixed. Here's your problem. Here's a solution. I can be part of that in less than 15 seconds. And if he's on target and he's ready to go, I'll get that appointment. If he's not, that's okay. We have scripts to enter into further dialogue. Okay? We have scripts to get into further dialogue. And if you don't have scripts, just go to 1.u or just Google scripts, and you'll find a plethora of scripts regarding any part of sales and real estate that you want. Okay, who wants to go again and be a different audience? Okay, Jim?
I want to be a sync lead, and I've already been on the website, and it's been about 5 hours since I logged on.
Okay, are you coming from Google, or are you coming through Facebook? How are you coming in?
Let's go Google.
Google. Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. I'm looking for Jim.
Yep.
Hi, Jim.
This is Jim.
Yeah, Jim. This is Todd Fallman with Realty One Group Orca. I saw that you logged into the website through our Google portal. Thank you for doing that. I'd like to set up a time real quickly to discuss your real estate needs as you begin your search and ultimately find the home that you want, either for yourself or for somebody else. I specialize in buyer representation in the areas that you're looking for.
I'm currently working with an agent. When would be a good time
to do this? Hold on, Jim. We can do this. We can set up an appointment later on this evening in person or by Zoom. When would be a good time to kick this stuff off?
Well, I'm currently working with an agent.
Okay, great. Okay, we're not going to go into objection handling here, but I want to just kick off the initial pow. He should, by now, okay, there's no surprise. And I stated something that he cannot disagree with as well. You checked into the website through Google. And I know one thing about you, you were looking for a specific home in a specific in an area. I have a solution. I specialize in buyer representation in the areas that you're looking at. I'd like to set up a time as a consultation to meet with you and discuss these needs for you and your family, if this is for you or for somebody else. When would be a good time to kick this off and get this process started? We can do this live, in person, or by Zoom. What would you prefer?
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Okay. And this is done in 15 to 20 seconds.
That's beautiful.
And guess what? I have another agent. Well, guess what? I have a response for you too.
Bring it, baby.
Shocking. And so, who wants to go next? Who wants to be? Does somebody have a different audience? We had an expired. We had an online Google call. Okay.
Do FISBO.
I'll do, or I can do one. Go ahead, Rich.
Or JR.
Yeah, let's do FISBO.
Okay, JR. I heard you speak first, and then.
Oh, I didn't see anyone else.
Okay. So, JR, are you going to be the FISBO audience?
Yep.
Okay, let me put my bib on because I drool over these things. So maybe I should just turn my camera off. You don't want to see that. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for JR.
Yeah, this is JR.
Hey, JR. Todd Fallman, Realty One Group Orca. I was calling to see when would be a good time to set up an appointment so I can come out and list your house so you can get a lot of money for it. Because I've found that what I've been able to do for sale by owners is maximize their profits at the same time hiring a broker like me that has a track record of getting for sale by owners like you sold and closed in the time and the price that you want. Wouldn't it be a good time to come out there and show you what we can do? It takes about 25 minutes. Would Tuesday at 4 or would Wednesday at 6 be better?
I mean, I just put the house on the market 4 hours ago.
Okay, I'm not going to go into the other dialogue.
I know.
This is just, I'm coming right in.
Yeah.
I'm going to come right in. I am not going to waste JR's time like this. Ring, ring, ring. JR?
Hello.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hey, this is JR.
Hi, JR. Are you the owner of the house for sale?
I am. I'm selling my house. Yep.
Oh, great, great. So my name is Todd with Realty One Group Orca, and I was calling to see if you were planning on interviewing agents, the right brokers to get your home sold.
Yeah, we are planning on interviewing after if it doesn't sell on our own.
Okay, well, great. You know, what made you decide to go for sale by owner rather than list with an agent initially?
We can get it done by ourselves. This market's pretty hot. I don't think we'll have a problem selling a house in it.
Yeah, a lot of people do, and the market is super hot. I totally agree. So if you get this property sold, where are you planning on going next?
We're going to buy in the same state. We're just looking to upgrade.
Yeah. Isn't it a beautiful day out today?
Yeah.
How are you doing with all this rain?
I'm not.
Are you having it? Okay, so I'm just like, I'm asking the right questions, and those questions are part of the script that comes after.
Mm-hmm.
But why go through all of this if you can go in and just pop, and they submit? If you just walk in and say, this is okay, bold, beautiful, confident, and concerning, understanding, loving. You just go in there and give them a 1-2 love punch. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And Yeah, a 1-2 love punch, and then they're like, okay, I submit, I'm ready. Then great, you don't need all that dialogue. You'll find out the other criteria later as you confirm the appointment. And if they need more loving care and gentle and kindness, then you have the scripts and the dialogues to follow it up. And trust me, yeah, I say this, trust me, they will let you know if they need more loving and kindness and attention to themselves. If they don't take the appointment in the first 12 to 15 seconds, they will let you know, I want to talk to you some more. And if they don't, call them back in 24 hours and try them again. You just may have caught them, with a hot kettle. That's a metaphor for catching people in times of stress that you weren't aware of and they picked up the phone anyways. Okay. They may have a hot kettle in their hands. They may be dealing with something that you are not aware of, and you just so happen to be the lucky participant, okay, on the other end that gets the tongue lashing. Oh, you freaking real estate brokers! Scary! I'm never going to make a phone call again. Okay, well, if you're not going to make the phone call again, somebody else is. So that's your choice.
Yeah, I've been hung up on before and then got a call back successfully. So
there you go. Okay, we're cruising through this. We got a few minutes left. Marilee, did you have an audience or did you want to try it?
I forgot. So do somebody else.
That happens to me too. You're not the only one. Okay, Rich.
You can do canceled.
Canceled. Okay, let's go. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh, hi, this is Rich.
Hi, Rich. Todd Fallman. Hi, this is Todd Fallman with Realty One Group Orca. I was calling to see when would be a good time to set up an appointment later on this week, Thursday or Friday, to come out to get your home listed, because I have an incredible track record of taking properties that other agents weren't able to sell, getting listed and sold for even more, if not much more than what you're currently getting. We can come out to do a quick preview of the property, make some adjustments, see if this is going to work. Would Thursday at 4 or would Friday at 6 o'clock be better for you, Rich?
Todd, I think we're going to be done for a while. I think we're going to put it off most likely till.
Okay, I'm done. At this point, all we're doing is I'm going to get right there. And if they take the appointment, bam, I am effective, and I've increased my effectiveness and I've increased my efficiencies. Okay, by him not hanging up directly and by him giving that objection tells me he's still interested. I have not wasted a second of his time in this quick interruption. It's honoring to get right to the point. That's not going to surprise them, everybody, guys and gals. It's not going to surprise your prospects if you call and ask for what you want. They know why you're calling. So don't let them down. Don't disappoint them. Okay, we got about another minute you left. Any thoughts, conclusions, ahas about today's collaboration?
I was talking to a couple of the folks on the sync and on the sync team, and I know that the trainers at sync had told us not to leave a voicemail for like 5 or 6 calls. But after talking to a few folks who are our agents that are using sync, I kind of agree that when I do get a call and I don't answer it, and I go back to look on a missed call, and then I do look to see if they leave a voicemail. And it is frustrating when I see a call but no voicemail. And so I can go both ways on the idea of whether you should leave one or not leave one. But maybe on the first call, I would agree, but hit it with the second.
If you're calling every day, if you're calling that same number every day, I'm not going to leave a message. If you are not going to be diligent in contacting, at least every other day or every day, and you're going to say, I'm going to call them one a couple times, and then I may call in another week or so, and then I may call in another week after that. so if you have that approach, if you're not as aggressive as some, but more aggressive than others, and you're sort of staggering your follow-up calls, then I might leave a message if I know I'm not going to, make another call in 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Any other ahas or breakthrough thoughts or any additions that you'd like to lend to the group?
One comment.
I'm just gonna head.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, Rich. And then JR.
All right, one quick comment I'd like to share. Somebody shared with me that's helped me going into this year, calling expireds and cancels. Being in the times we are, it hasn't gotten any easier because people are in bad moods often, worse than ever. And when you get yelled at, you don't get yelled at any more than before, I don't think. But when you get yelled at, you get yelled at. So consciously, somebody said to me, you know what? When somebody cusses you out, it's really 5 seconds of cuss out. And then after that, when they hang up, in 3 seconds, he or she forgot about you. And it's over. And I got to tell you, that has helped me so much from any kind. There wasn't really any pain before, but sometimes it lingers a little bit. And if any of you try it at all, next time you dial anybody and they cuss you out, it really, it's amazing. It's like taking a pill of relief. So I just want to share that. These are some people that dial all the time.
A good cussing out really invigorates me, actually, because we don't get that very often. But when it happens, it's sort of exciting. If you have a negative feeling towards that, or something comes across, and Rich, you reminded me of something, of a strategy that helps top performers in any industry. This is a strategy. It's called the Lig-Goi approach. Lig-Goi, and it's easier said than done. Lig-Goi, Lig/GOI. Lig-Goi. What it means is let it go and get over it. Okay. Yeah. At first, it's tough, but soon the muscles in your body and the fabrics of and the fiber of your soul won't be attached to other people's shit. Excuse my French. Okay.
Well, and remember, everybody, it's not about you. That person's reaction to, hello, this is so-and-so from such and such real estate company, is not about you. They don't even know you. It's all about them.
Yeah, and we never know somebody's story either. You have no idea what they're going through at that moment or what's going on in their lives. Don't take it personal.
Nope.
That's what I mean. Lig-Goi. That hot kettle. They could be losing a pet. They could be just coming back from a diagnosis of something severe. They could be suffering from some other ailment that, we don't know. And
it could just be a jerk that you don't want to work with anyway. There you go.
All right. Hey, good times today. 2022, best year ever. Looking forward to, yes, Marilee. You're going to have some 5-pound weights when you do that too, okay?
Did JR have something?
I was just going to say, when you're talking about the voicemail, when Todd was talking about it, I started to completely agree with it. And then when, Scott had mentioned it, or Jim, I was like, yeah, I kind of agree. I like knowing at least who called, because these days we get so many spam calls that if you see a blank one, they just end up in your long line of lists. As long as there's something attached to it, it doesn't have to be long. Hey, this is Jim, call me back. I mean,
Good. Yeah, great discussion, everybody. Great discussion.